All right, the former MetroHealth CEO just filed a lawsuit against the hospital's board of directors after being fired back in August. It comes 6 months after Dr. Erica Steed was fired by the board for, quote, not meeting expectations. The lawsuit alleges Steed dealt with discrimination, harassment, and a toxic work environment during her time with MetroHealth. In a statement, MetroHealth said, quote, the allegations in this complaint are baseless.